Coming right up is Marvel News number 140. We're going to be going all over the Marvel Universe, including Daredevil. Big arc coming up. Foggy Nelson is sick. And the mystery villain in the Daredevil universe that Mark Waid introduced is going to be revealed. Also, we're going to talk about Captain America in Dimension Z. Why the hell is he there for 10 years and when's he getting out? We're going to talk about that. Indestructible Hulk. Indestructible Hulk? Yes, Indestructible Hulk is losing its artist but gaining a whole family of other artists. And we're going to wrap it all up with Marvel on Ice. All that and more coming right up. Here at Alternate Reality, all new comics are 15% off every day for everybody. That's right, all my new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. All you got to do is stop in here and pick it up anytime during the 7 days that book is new. So be sure to stop off here at Alternate Reality and pick up this week's new comics for 15% off all the time, only at Alternate Reality.
When Bo starts talking Marvel News, hey, shut up. Bo's talking Marvel News.
Once was lost and now I'm found, but turns out I'm not me. Marvel Comic Book News, episode 140, Criminal Crunch.
You know what?
Yes?
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Marvel News time.
Marvel News time. Coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics, especially my Marvel comics, are always 15% off every day for everyone. Bo.
Yes?
Daredevil.
Yes.
Big happenings coming up in Daredevil. Among them being Foggy Nelson is apparently very sick.
Foggy Nelson has cancer.
Well, that's not good in the Marvel Universe. People actually die from that.
So, we're in Daredevil number 1, we found out that Daredevil, Matt Murdock, was being hunted down by a mysterious presence.
Yes.
We will find out with issues 24 to 27 exactly who that person is, and it's someone who's been connected with the Daredevil universe for a while, so it's not a surprise.
Mike Murdock.
You know, that actually would be kind of interesting, although Mike Murdock did really exist.
Mike Murdock. No, he didn't.
Now, issue number 26 of this...
which would be what makes it interesting. He's hunting himself down.
Issue 26 will be double-sized because it have a backup story which will deal specifically with Foggy's cancer, and Marvel worked on some kind of deal with the American Cancer Society.
Oh, okay, cool.
To talk about the thing, because it's like, well, we're going to deal with the fact that people in the Marvel universe can get cancer, and even though you're a superhero, you can't do anything to stop it. I mean, if you think about it, Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel died from cancer.
He died from cancer. Yeah, he died from cancer. He got it fighting nitro and sucking in some nerve gas, but that caused him cancer, and that's what he died from.
And Daredevil, so Daredevil is Wade's revival of Daredevil. Hell, it's one of the best books on the rack.
Yeah, it's still selling well. It's still a very strong seller.
Damn fine covers. The covers alone sell it.
Also selling okay, not as well as I'd like, but at least doing Daredevil numbers, is Captain America. And why is he still in Dimension Z for 10 years?
Well, yeah.
What is up? 10 years in Dimension Z?
Yeah, the point behind Captain America is the fact that, Steve Rogers is lost in Arnim Zola's Dimension Z. He's been there for 10 years.
Really?
And so people have sort of wondered, if he's been there for 10 years, why isn't anyone who he knows trying to get him and get him back?
Oh, I know why. It's one of those time travel things. Yeah, he's gone for 10 years, but in the real world, he's only gone for an hour.
He's only gone for an hour. Now, the second arc of the book, which starts relatively soon, will show us more of Arnim Zola's artificial city and its weird people. And we're going to remember when Steve Rogers used to be an artist, a comic book artist?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things Remender's going to do is he's going to introduce other new people to Captain Steve Rogers' life. And he's going to make a living in his secret identity as a commercial artist.
In Dimension Z?
Well, when he gets back from
when he gets back from Dimension Z.
There's not a lot of artwork in Dimension Z.
When he became a comic book artist, that's when they introduced the character of Bernie Rosenthal, as I remember, which was his main squeeze for a while.
Yes.
Nice Jewish lady.
Yes.
And the two of them were together for, I don't know, about 8-10 years, wasn't it?
For a while.
Yeah, about 8-10 years. On and off. But I mean, while he was out saving the world, when he had downtime, the two of them would go
saving the world, hanging out with Bernie and drawing comics.
Yeah, and drawing comics.
For Marvel. He was working for Marvel.
Indestructible Hulk. Who is writing? Who's drawing an arc on that thing?
Leinil Francis Wu is the regular artist on the book as of now. Leinil Francis Wu will be leaving the book.
Why?
Because Marvel offered him this big.
He's good on that book.
But there's this big deal project that Leinil Francis was working on.
Okay.
And so he left it, and so that's when Mark Waid went, well, that's cool, because I can have Walt Simonson come in and draw like 3 or 4 issues. And apparently there were a whole
Walt
bunch
Simonson can draw anything, apparently. He's working like crazy over at Marvel.
Yeah, so he's not one of those dinosaurs. And apparently there's a whole bunch of artists who went up to Mark Waid and Marvel and went, we would love to work on this book. So they said, well, do you want to do this big deal project? And he went, yeah, I'll leave you to this big deal project. And Marvel said, we got artists lined up around the block to work on the damn thing. So,
Work on Hulk.
Work on Hulk.
Work on Hulk.
They like it.
Okay.
He's cool. Hulk
That's
Agent
cool.
of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's kind of interesting.
That's cool. Last story we have isn't really a comic book story, but it's a Marvel-related comic book story. Very much a Marvel-related story. When Marvel was bought by Disney, okay, Disney purchased the comic books and the intellectual property rights,
Everything.
and they purchased lock, stock, and barrel the entire Marvel universe. So they are all the property now of Disney, which means Disney can pretty much do any damn thing they want with them, including ice shows.
Well, no, not an ice shows. A live-action arena show about the Marvel Universe.
That
Marvel,
would probably be an ice show.
Marvel and Disney worked at a deal. Feld Entertainment Incorporated, which does Disney on Ice.
Yeah.
And it also does the circus, Martin Bailey Circus, and a whole bunch of other
Yeah.
people. They and Disney have had this nice little deal, and so Joe Quesada went to talk to the guys in charge of Feld, and they went, you know, we'd like to do an arena show starring the Marvel Universe characters. Can we do that? And Marvel went, yeah, we like money. so the deal was made.
So look at the Marvel characters coming to your town real soon, either on ice,
Marvel on Ice, baby!
or on as a circus,
Or as part of the circus.
the Marvel Circus. Yeah. You'll get to see Cyclops riding a giraffe or something. I don't know.
Doesn't it seem strange that they even bother to ask them?
Wolverine fights a gorilla or something.
Feld apparently was. Feld, the moment the deal was done, Feld went to Disney and went, you know, we'd really like to do a Marvel show. Can we do a Marvel show? And you know, Marvel was like, yeah, we don't have a problem with that. So, we like money.
I went to many Disney on Ice shows with my daughter years ago, and I got a real snootful of Disney on Ice. And let me tell you something. Once you've seen one of those shows, you've seen them all. There isn't much difference.
They'll be wearing
between all of them.
superhero costumes.
I don't remember the last 2 times bringing his daughter, but maybe I'm never.
He went by himself.
I saw at least 5 or 6 of those Disney on Ice things at the United Center and at Rosemont, because they would be mostly United
bounce
Center.
back and forth, yeah.
I think once or twice at Rosemont,
Yeah, but here's
mostly
the
at the
question.
United Center.
How does she like it?
She loved it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
all that mattered.
That's
But
all that matters to them.
Right.
and I'm sure that is how they're going to gear
Sure, you're right.
gear this. It's going to be geared straight to the kids, which is great. I got no problem with that. But it's going to be geared straight to the kids, which it could be great.
I mean, Spider-Man Turn on the Lights is making a bunch of
Well, tomorrow's
Yeah,
fans.
well,
buttload of money. So
That's
Tomorrow's
not geared
fans.
to the
Hopefully
kids.
that's where they come from.
Okay. And that's it. We're done. Finish right here. Got no more Marvel news. Go to the store's website. Check out all the Marvel news that Bo sends me that I post up. Bo,
yes,
tell them where Disney on Ice is.
it's at Sarah's
It's
house.
in his
It's at
backyard.
Sarah's house.
www.myalternatereality.com. It's chock full of uselessness.
So go to the store's website. Check out all his news. Till next time, this is Comic Book Man
And this is Bo.
saying,
I love ice shows.
Bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.